Hey guys, we are back for another video. I just posted a video. For some reason, it didn't turn out right. I am actually traveling. I'm in my hotel in Orlando, so I'm not sure what went funky with the internet, but I'm going to repost this. So we are going to be talking about obviously basketball wives, the situation between Vanessa and Evelyn Lozada. Now, if you guys recall, when these young ladies first met, what Vanessa stated was that Evelyn was a part of a situation that basically destroyed Amy's home. So, for those of you who may not know, Amy is another baby mother of Carl Crawford, who is actually Evelyn Lozada's 10-year-old son's father. Also, I would have you guys know that Amy has not only a 19 or 20-year-old child with Carl, she also has a 10-year-old. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get into some information because what Evelyn Lozada stated was that she wasn't a home wrecker. She also stated what Vanessa was saying was a lie and basically stated that what Vanessa was doing was trying to gain clout and to be on the show, basically using Evelyn's name and basically lying. So, what we're going to do, we're going to bring out the receipts and we're going to dig deeper into this so you guys can actually see the facts. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start with that recording where Vanessa is speaking with Amy on the phone. And then we're just going to get into the commentary. So, that audio is coming up next.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Hello.
Hey girl, how are you?
Doing good. Hey, what's good with you, woman?
Girl, so Shawnee had a dinner the other night and it was supposed to be like a hash things out, with all this that happened at Evelyn's event. But honestly, girl, it was like an ambush. And, Evelyn's friends, I feel like had her back, but like you weren't there to like have my back.
Okay. Where do things stand right now between you all?
I mean, right now it's ugly. She's like all upset about this homewrecker comment, but I realized that's very triggering for me, girl.
Vanessa, I understand your perspective, and I can imagine that this was really triggering for you because I know your history.
Even though it was 10 years ago, I'm so pissed. And all of that came out.
I understand.
Amy has a 19-year-old and a 10-year-old with the same man that Evelyn has a 10-year-old with. By calling Evelyn homewrecker, what I meant was that I witnessed the home that was broken by something that you were a part of. Amy's home was never the same after this.
I know, 10 years ago, you saw me in a very unhealthy place in my life. But just so you know, in terms of me and Evelyn and Carl, there's no beef. And life is good. You can be easy, Tiger.
I have been in Amy's shoes. So happy to be pregnant and then to have another woman trying to destroy my family. That's why it's so personal to me. But Amy said that they're in a different space now. It doesn't mean that it didn't happen, but I would like Evelyn and I to put a button on it and move forward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go with my heart and just see how things go.
You got a good heart, boo. Lead with your heart. There, Vanessa.
Okay, guys, so we want to play close attention to the conversation. As you guys saw, Vanessa speaking with Amy, who is Carl's other child, well, two kids she has with Carl, one being a 19 or a 20-year-old. So let's just draw our attention to the facts of the conversation. Nowhere in this call did Amy say that what Vanessa was saying was a lie. What Amy did say is it was 10 years ago and that Vanessa saw her in a very unhealthy place 10 years ago. She stated that life is good between Evelyn, her, and Carl, and there is no beef. beef, which we all know people move on. Never in the conversation did she say that what Vanessa was saying was a liar. The issue here is both and Evelyn have a son or daughter. I know Evelyn has a son. I don't know if Amy's child is a girl or a boy. They both had children around the same time. We know that Carl had to be with Amy the longest because they have a 19 or a 20-year-old child. So here are the facts, because we just want to get into the facts at this moment. I'm going to play another audio. So what I want you guys to do is just keep in your mind that Amy had to be with Carl obviously over 20 years or had known him. Her child is actually older by months. So I'm not sure of Amy's child's birthday, but I'm going to show you guys some information after we hear this next audio and prove to you that Evelyn Lozada is in fact a homewrecker, and she did know about Amy, and she knew about all of the stuff that she would be putting a woman who had just delivered a child through, but she did not care. So therefore, what Vanessa is stating is true. Although it happened 10 years ago, it is in fact true. So let's get into this next audio clip, and then we're going to pull it all together.
Vanessa reached out to me because she wanted to have a one-on-one conversation with me. After what Vanessa did, I typically would just say you, but because I'm in a different place, I really want to hear what she has to say. Hey, Evelyn. How are you? Good. How are you? Good. I'm here. Happy we're in a peaceful space. Yes. Thank you for coming. Yeah, of course. After getting the green light from Amy, I'm hoping that Evelyn and I can move forward from what happened at the ambush, because I don't want to be in the middle of the drama. Let me just say, obviously, I know that you're friends with Amy. I just wish that you would have just had a conversation with me first. I do too. But I think the game of telephone happened and then it escalated. Like, I was very triggered, Evelyn. You know, that's my homegirl, and I really was around when she was really hurt. When it was brought to me, what you had said, I was just a little taken back, like, okay, that's not my story. You know, that is not my truth. When I started my relationship with Carl, according to Carl, that relationship was over. I'd apologize for using the term homewrecker. It's very triggering for me because 3 years ago, I got pregnant. I wanted another baby for so long, and I was so happy. And my husband started doing little things that were not a part of his routine. So I started investigating, and I heard a conversation that he was having with another woman. And she was questioning why your wife is pregnant. And she was trying to blackmail him and saying she was going to go to TMZ and out him for having an affair with him and things like that. And, you know, I heard that, and the whole situation caused me to miscarry the baby. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Vanessa. I miscarried 3 in a year, so I understand. Yeah, and so that was the pain that I felt was because I was pregnant and so happy to be pregnant. This woman came in and tried to destroy my home. That's where the homewrecker thing was coming from. I get it. I know what that feeling is like. I know what it's like to be betrayed. I can relate to Vanessa. The thing about miscarriages is once you get pregnant, you automatically feel connected to this child. And I feel sad for her that she's, lost the baby because she was stressed because of an affair. Carl and I, we were supposed to get married that summer. And then I found some things out, and then the relationship was over. I was like, okay, I'm not going to do this. And he moved on, boom, as nothing. It made me reflect on, dang, I wonder if the same thing happens with Amy. And then Amy and I had a great open conversation, which I think ultimately ended up bringing us closer. And I figured we could make sure that the kids always hang out and see each other. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so let's get into the facts of this situation, okay? The situation between Vanessa and Evelyn. So Evelyn is basically saying that she did not know about Amy because the information that she received from Carl was that the relationship that Carl had with Amy was in fact over. This is what Evelyn is stating when she's talking to Vanessa. However, if you were to Google Carl Crawford's baby mother, you would bring up Amy's information. Now, this was reported back in December 2013, which is exactly close to 10 years ago by a month. In that article, it reports that Amy was going to move her family to another state in which Carl had filed some kind of papers to prohibit her from taking his children to another state. So the fact that Evelyn claims that she didn't know things is a simple lie. So she claims that because of what Carl said to her, she considered the relationship to be over. Well, let's backtrack. Amy and Evelyn both have a child around the same age. It is reported that Evelyn allegedly got pregnant either right after Amy had her baby, or Evelyn had to be some months pregnant after Amy had delivered. So somewhere down the line, their pregnancies crossed. Okay, and I don't think that Carl was able to hide the situation that he had a baby, considering that he was a high earning celebrity athlete, I'm sorry. So Vanessa stated that she was in fact just triggered by the situation because that similar situation had happened to her, which I understand. Now we have Evelyn, the homewrecker, that states that her and Carl was supposed to get married. Well, in fact, sweetie, Carl didn't want to marry you either, because if he did, he would have married you. But Evelyn claims she called off the engagement because Carl cheated on her. Now, this is the thing, we reap what we sow. But he cheated on Amy with you. So now that he cheated on you, she starts thinking and basically states, okay, well, what if Carl did the same thing to Amy with her? So wouldn't that be you again breaking up someone's home? Because what Evelyn is going to say is Carl told her, you are a grown lady with a 30-year-old, which means you are old because you have a 30-year-old. So you're past 40. So the fact that a man told you something just means he told it to you. It doesn't mean that it's factual. As we know, men lie and so does women. So the fact that he told you that means absolutely nothing, but that is what you're using to get out of the bullshit that you created. Then, even after having one child, she tried to have multiple children by Carl that did not make it because she stated 3 miscarriages. So let's use our common sense here. Evelyn is in fact a homewrecker because she knew about Amy, but she did not care. Probably thought maybe she was better looking than Amy. Who knew? She called Black women monkeys. We don't know what her thought process was, but the fact of the matter is, Evelyn Lozada knew exactly who Amy was. So the information that is being presented by Vanessa is in fact true. As Evelyn stated while she's sitting down talking to Vanessa, I wish you would have pulled me aside. She did not want the information to come out definitely in front of the cameras, and she did not want it to come out in front of the girls because now she felt like she needed to protect herself and come up with more lies. So you all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let's just talk about this in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video.